Good morning. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. A lot of viewers were taken aback on my report yesterday that Boston Consulting Group, in concert with the Israelis, IDF, and Philip Riley, were doing their best to try to eradicate Palestinians from Gaza. I can tell you that these efforts are not in a vacuum, and there are things going on in the background that the major media sources in America are not reporting. Point one, Iran did a lot of damage in Israel in their 12-day war. Some estimates run as high as $5 billion. And the Iranians, I told you, they're the ones that came up with higher math and astrophysics. And so they concentrated most of their bombing on Israeli military facilities. And they did severe damage. And once again, the estimates run as high as $5 billion. Now, the Iranians aren't lobbing any missiles today, but the Houthis in Yemen are. In fact, these guys bombed a oil tanker near the Strait of Hormuz and sunk it, which started a new round of attacks on Yemen by the Israelis, and the Houthis responded in kind. The Iranians also did great damage to the so-called Iron Dome air defense system in Israel. From reports I've been hearing, they just turned it off because right now they don't have enough missiles to use it anyway. And it was highly ineffective to stop Iranian missiles from targeting pretty much what they want to target. In addition, the EU is preparing a range of sanctions against the Israeli government and individuals because they have violated agreements with the EU, and they are accusing them outright of human rights violations, i.e. genocide. And that's the EU also along with Ireland. So do not think for 1 minute, my friends, just because the U.S. has fallen down since a certain orange painted guy with a soiled diaper sits in the Oval Office. The world is reporting on these atrocities, and they are not painting Israel in a favorable light, nor should they. Now, yet Netanyahu is at the White House right now, talking with Donald Trump about some possible ceasefire. Whenever I hear that term, as far as Gaza, it makes my hair, whatever hair I have left on my head, stand on edge. Because you have to remember, everyone in Palestine isn't Hamas. And very few of those people have weapons to do any sort of harm to the Israeli government or people. There are Israeli settlements in Palestine that are illegal, and they are well armed, and they unalive Palestinians without any sort of retribution or justice on a daily basis. But I report to you today that the world is getting tired of it. They've already stopped listening to Trump, knowing that he can't be trusted. And now they're turning their attention to Netanyahu, who's going through a corruption trial in his own country, similar to what Trump did a few years ago. I expect them to come up with a miraculous ceasefire for one reason only. The Israelis can't afford any more damage to their cities and their facilities. And if EU decides to turn off the money pump to allow them to pay for their medical care and other social services, they'll be in the hurt locker, just like us. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. If you like my videos, please like, share, and follow me on Facebook. Have a good day.